Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and as we can see in the top of my garage, I now have 236,000 gold in my account. The other day, I made a video on the Lkpz 70 saying that I would not purchase the tank. And I regret to inform you, I have decided to purchase the tank. Why? Hear me out. I know, at first glance, it sounds really stupid, but my brain did work just a little bit. The new season tanks are being released in a few days. And that alone is going to cost me like 60, 70,000 gold to get all the tanks on day one so that I can tell you guys what they are able to play like, what their capabilities are, and everything in that area. So that alone is going to suck away some gold. And either way, I'd have to spend like $100 to review the vehicles. Then the Blitz Fair is coming out, and that's in less than 2 months. So when the Blitz Fair comes out, I'm going to need gold to get either the Waffenträger Alfie 100 or 116 F3. Whatever the tank is going to be, I'm going to need gold for the Blitz Fair as well. So, if you add the season tanks plus the Blitz Fair and pair that with any other crate tanks that Wargaming releases throughout the next couple of months, and this actually might not be the worst investment. I made sure to only purchase double gold bundles, so yeah, I know, I'm making a lot of excuses, but I figured I might as well get some gold reserve because I'm going to be spending it on this account until Wargaming decides to give me a press account again. My luck, they'll probably give me one tomorrow and just laugh after I spent $400 on the game. But here we are with exactly 9,050 beer mug things to purchase the Lkpz 70. I will not be buying anything in World of Tanks Blitz for probably the next foreseeable future, hopefully within the next, 6 months. The Blitz Fair will probably cut through some of the gold, but I can't imagine that I'm going to get through 236,000 gold in the next, year. So hopefully I'm able to save it, but we'll see. I know how my spending habits are, and obviously when the Black Friday tanks come out and everything else, we'll find out. So, the Lkpz 70, what does it actually have going for it? Well, funny enough, Wargaming actually nerfed this vehicle right before they released it. On the 25th, when they updated the game, they decided to lower this vehicle's armor, and they decided to lower its damage per minute. Why? I don't know. They didn't lower it by that much. The vehicle still features decent levels of DPM at 2341, but it used to have about 100 more. Why? I don't know, Wargaming. Why are we nerfing tanks that have some of the worst DPM in the game? Or not some of the worst DPM. One of the most expensive tanks. My brain just can't even comprehend it. So we are just going to put Green Mamba on this tank. I didn't even know I had a Green Mamba certificate, but there you go. So we're going to do the normal review when it comes to a Lkpz or any tank. I'm going to let you know the statistics, its capabilities, and what I personally think about it. So we're obviously going to have some live gameplay in today's video, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. I just literally broke my bank account for this video. So let's start off with the gun, making our way over to the statistics page. 0.317 dispersion. Pretty good. 2.9 seconds of aiming time as well. Not too bad. 2,340 DPM is... It's a little bit low for like a tier 9 medium, but it's not bad, to be honest. It's plenty of damage per minute. You shouldn't really worry about, getting out DPM'd by many tanks. The penetration on the standard is 250, and the gold is 320. So it's got a decent amount of gold pen for a light, especially at tier 9. It also has pretty nice HE pen at 60 millimeters, meaning that you're going to be able to deal 430 damage to the booty of enemy opponents. It has 340 damage per shot on the AP, so it's a pretty decent damage dealing gun, and 7 degrees of gun depression. So not bad on the gun overall. When we take a look at the vehicle's mobility, reaches a top speed of 60, reverses at 20, and has a pretty good power to weight of 26. So the tank's fast, it has good mobility, its gun looks pretty solid. In general, this looks to be a pretty fun tank to play. I just don't know why Wargaming threw the most expensive paywall behind it. So I'll be in queue for a little bit of time. Obviously, it is very early in the morning, 5:40 in the morning, but I am here to suffer so that you guys can enjoy and watch the game. Right, this is actually a really good matchup. We only have 2 tier 9s up against us, the rest are tier 8s. Seems like maybe I purchased good matchmaking with this vehicle as well. Well, I can only hope. What do we do here? Well, we're on a good map for a light tank, and this thing just looks so goofy. I mean, I actually really like the design of this tank. I think it looks sick, the way that the gun kind of moves up and down. Boop, 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 boop. My sleep-deprived brain is really just trying to just grasp onto any bit of joy after spending my children's inheritance on this tank. So we have the 92E1. Get a nice shell into him. There you go. I'm not sure why the 92E1 made that play, but yeah, we got a decent shell out into his tank. And we are unspotted at this time. Alright, well, maybe not. Oh, nice. Bad roll, though. 340 alpha. Reroll 258. That's pretty tragic. Now, the question I have is, where's the enemy team? I mean, bruh. Alright, well, we get shot by the Lkpz. I have no support, I just realized. Huh. I don't like that at all. With no support... Oh, and my shell did not like me there. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave, because, yep, that's exactly why. The enemy team is swiggity-swooty coming in for that booty, so I am going to use the pretty good mobility this tank has and get out. While the power to weight is really good on paper, it's not nearly as good in actual gameplay. I thought this tank was going to be quite a bit faster than it actually is, but we're getting up there, 60 kilometers per hour now. Still faster than the Murad at least, so there's that, right? Let's see. We got the T-30, and just gonna cross. Got the 252 in front. Okay. I mean, let's just get the T-30 cleared. This will be a very easy snap. Thank you for your hit points. And then we can make our way behind the Object 252. Let's put on our adrenaline. There you go, 316 damage shell. As we can see, the DPM on this vehicle is not great, but it's plenty to still get out some decent farms. 252's dead. That leaves 4 tanks left. A Scorpion G, T-92. We got the Lkpz. Bonk. Nice. 369. Well, we're up to 2,200 damage, which is pretty solid. And now we are going to push the T-92E1. He's going to run, and we get a nice shell right through his turret. Okay, well, the Emil absolutely bonks the RU. That literally only leaves a Scorpion G. I have no clue where the Scorpion... Oh, there you go. Nice 475 juicer into his tank. And I'm not going to ram him because that would be a... Well, I guess ramming him would have been a good play. I was going to say I'm not going to ram him because if I do, I'm going to be a one-shot. But looks like it didn't matter all too much. That was a pretty good game. We got a win. We ended up dealing just shy of 3,000 damage, and I doubt we aced it or anything. No. We got a 3rd class. How does this vehicle do for credit earnings? Pretty average. Not anything spectacular in that area. Well, what can I say from the first game in this tank? It plays like kind of a medium mixed with a light. It's not bad. It's exactly what I thought it would play like. It's a fun, little rinky-dinky light tank. It's got a really cool design going for it, which is pretty epic. And, I mean, I don't have any complaints. I'm glad that, like, the tank's not terrible, at least. Wargaming did a decent job balancing it. It doesn't seem to be anything overpowered or underpowered. Just seems to be a fun light tank. So... yeah, I guess there's that. And while it did cost me an exorbitant amount of money, it shouldn't cost you that much, because most likely this vehicle will be released at some point in the future for, you know, crates or something like that. It'll probably be in the Blitz Fair for all I know. But yeah, you'll definitely be able to get this tank in the future for cheaper. It's just right now, the only way of obtaining this vehicle is spending a lot of money. And I still have a duty to review every tank that comes out in the game, and I want to give you guys the advice early on. So, yep, I stayed up till 5 a.m. for this. Okay, well, we got another pretty good matchup. 3 tier 9s and 4 tier 8s. Alright, well, I am going to start this game by making my way to mid-hill. Thankfully, with 7 degrees of gun depression, we can at least work it decently well. Not sure why They didn't give this tank more gun depression, though. I know in World of Tanks PC it has like 17 degrees or something wild due to the hydro-pneumatic suspension. And this tank obviously has more room for gun depression. We can see that just looking at, yeah, maybe like a couple inches of room from the hull and the gun. But, oh well. We got the Lkpz, we were not able to get a shell into. We also got the Progetto. Okay, well, I chill, and let's see, the Prague has decided to back on up. Oh, we got a lot of, what the frick is this tank's aiming time, bro? That's tragic. Well, at least we got a nice heat shell into the E75. As we can see, the pen on this vehicle is pretty good. I mean, 319 millimeters of heat on a light is more than I expected, but why is the on-move on this tank so bad? That's pretty mid, if I'm going to be completely honest. Alright, let's aim it on the Conqueror. There you go. 340 damage roll right into his tank. And because this thing's so low down, it's actually kind of cool in the way that we can use it here. So I'm going to wait just a teeny bit. Oh, no, we don't have the shot. We got to poke like this. There you go. 322 damage shell. Alright, we get spotted. I'm actually just going to go for it. I don't know if our tank's low enough down that he can't hit me. I don't know. We tried, but unfortunately our shell did not go where we wanted it to. Alright, let's aim it on the Conqueror again. Bonk, 344 damage roll. Yeah, the DPM is definitely kind of mid, but doesn't really seem to matter. We're getting out bleeds into the enemy. I mean, that guy doesn't even seem to notice me, which is pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, we're gonna get a crossing here, because I have to be a little cautious. Let's aim it on the Conqueror. Bonk, there you go, 318 damaging shell. Pretty good stuff so far. We've already been able to deal over 2,000 damage. The Conqueror is backing up, which is not too much of a surprise. Not able to hit Le Bon Chatillon. Luva's leaving. Okay. Well, kind of hoping I can hit the Progetto. And there you go. Nice. 425 max roll into his vehicle as well. It just looks so goofy to drive this thing around. This is great. Alright, let's see. Not able to hit the Conqueror. We do have the Hori. Nope, he backs up too. Oh, but we have a free German super heavy crossing in the open. And he drove into a wall. Oh yeah, what a skilled player. Oh, we got the Chieftain T95. Ooh, another skilled player. What an amazing push from the Chieftain. He got me good. Okay, I'm going to ignore you now, and I'm going to aim it on the enemy Eliva. There you don't go, I guess. That's a pretty sad shell. Let's try that again. Let's load in. Okay, that one did pen. I thought it bounced for a second because of how high it went, but nope. We did end up cutting through his tank. Now we'll load gold and connect it right through his vehicular. Okay, we got Le Bon Chatillon right in front of us. Bonk. Nice. 355 damaging shell. And the Emil shoots him. The Bat-Shed is obviously going to die at this point. See ya! There you go. And all that's left are two tanks. The enemy Chieftain T95, who's dead, and the Conqueror, who's also most likely dead. Let's aim it on his lower plate. Oh, well, he's just going to poke his entire hull. I mean, the tank's fine. As I said, there's nothing really bad to say about it. It's got a decent gun. Its accuracy's good. However, its on-movement dispersion is really bad, especially judging that we are running V-stabs and not refined gun. But we did 4,368 damage. We assisted 2,046. Combine the two, and that is 6,300 assistant, or 6,300 combined. That's pretty good. And because of that, we managed to ace the tank and net over 200,000 credits. So I'm not entirely mad that I ended up getting this tank, and as I said, it's just because I need the gold for other things in the future anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. This tank is not what I would consider to be anything amazing, and that's good, because if it was overpowered, you know, it'd be kind of disappointing that the only way to get an overpowered tank is by spending $400. But it's not. It's pretty average. I'd say you can do just as good in an Object 84 or a Vickers CR, so it's really just down at that point to whether this is a tank you think is right for you. But I think it's a pretty fun tank. It looks cool. It's fun to mess around with, and let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Hopefully enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!